Okay, just got out to the range. This video is going to be probably the last one in the series of the Outer Edge Projectiles 135 grain hollow point series for the Beretta. I've been out previously and confirmed groups with the seating depth test. I didn't get to make a video on that, unfortunately. But I'm out here today. I've swapped scopes back to the 3 to 12 Burris, and I'll sight in today. I loaded 30 rounds up yesterday to come out and do the sighting in today, so I'll get that done, and then I'll hopefully get some video. I'll set up tripod up here. I remembered to bring the little phone clamp thing that attaches to the tripod today, so I'll get that done, and then I'll do a recap probably back when I'm cleaning the gun again, and I'll cut that footage over the footage of out here, hopefully. Okay, back from the range. I had a disturbing realization. I have somehow managed to splash the lens of the scope with, must be a cleaning solvent or something, because it's left a blotch on the lens which you can't basically see through for some reason. It doesn't sort of show anything up. And the only thing I've done is put this scope on from here, and I didn't see it in here the other day, so I don't know if it was already on it or it wasn't. But other than that, I haven't cleaned this gun with this scope on it, so I don't know how it's happened, if it happened the last time I cleaned it when it was on the Mauser M18 or what. So I'm going to have to either get that fixed or end up replacing the scope, whatever's cheapest. So it's pretty pointless today, sighting in. But we'll see how we go anyway. Might be able to get this one repaired. Not sure yet. I'll have to contact whoever their agent is. Repair agent. Is this it? Yep. Dropping stuff left, right and centre. Lots of powder residue. I'm probably going to end up having to open another bag of patches too. I'm not going to have enough here to clean this. Delete the powder residue. It was a good day at the range. Other than that, it's a good day outside in general here. Hardly any wind. Fair bit of sun for winter. As far as winter goes, not too cold. It's already warmed up. It's about 22 degrees Celsius. Had a jacket and beanie on out at the range though. It was fairly cool. Okay, I'm going to swap this for a brush. As definitely going to run the copper solvent through this again today. After I do this carbon. Clean that brush handle off a bit. Turn that off so that doesn't kick in. Now that can go back over there to catch any drips coming out of the barrel. Yeah, not much to say about today at the range. I got the scope zeroed good, but again there's a sort of blob at the bottom of the lens. Definitely looks like a droplet of something I've managed to get on the lens, although I don't know how. Like I said before, I've got no idea how. Because it wasn't like that the other day. And I've never noticed it before getting anything on the lens. So I'm not too sure what's happened with it. That's definitely what it looks like. It looks like a droplet of something's hit the lens. And like this, I clean with the scope cover on. So this, even though it's fabric, should have protected it from any flying droplets. It's not like you can touch the lens with the patch. Rub that throat area a bit. Might fall off there. There we go. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove that. Leave it sitting there though. I'm going to clean the chamber, because this probably won't be used again for a while now, until I either get the scope fixed or get a new scope. One of the two. Okay. Maybe she went through the other way. Yep. Right then off a bit. Right this off a bit. Clean that out. A little bit of gunk out of there. Okay. All guides back in. Slid it a lot easier. Patch bag stuck on my hand. Quite a lot of blue coming out of there, even on the carbon solvent patch. Okay. I'll keep going with dry patches now until most of this blue's gone, and then I'm going to put patches with copper solvent through. Most of the blue's gone out, there's only little bits on there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to swap the carbon solvent for the copper solvent, and then we'll pick up from there. Hopefully we'll get most of that copper out. The last time when I cleaned it from doing the seeding depth test, which again I didn't make a video on, there was significant copper in the bore after shooting those groups. So, and I sort of had to do 2 passes with the copper solvent, let it wait for 10 or so minutes each time, then patch her out. Yeah, that's picked up more copper again. It's definitely activated against it. What I'll do is I'll scrub the bore with this patch. I'll really load her up. Short stroke it through the bore, the full length. Remembering to focus on the muzzle, roughly where the muzzle is, because there's going to be a lot of copper build-up at the muzzle if it's got a significant build-up. That's where you're going to find it, most of it anyway. I think I'm just coming out there, muzzle land. Okay. I'll do one more here. Solvent on it. A lot of solvent again. That's got quite a bit of blue on it. But I do want one more again. quite a bit of dark blue on it. Okay. I might even hit it with the nylon brush. Just to really heavily soak it. Make sure it's all the way into the corners. These 135 hollow points from Outer Edge seem to leave quite a bit of copper fouling. It's not too bad, but it does leave more copper fouling than probably most other projectiles I've used, except for Barnes. I was using the Barnes 110s in the 270 short mag. I just pushed a significant amount of solvent out of the bore then. That wet patch. Those wet patches are still coming out with long dark blue copper streaks on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that sit now for 12 to 15 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back after that 10 minutes. See what this patch looks like. Heaps of blue. I might have to do this again. Scrub, soak, and then patch out again. Even that patch has got quite a bit of blue on it. Okay. I'm going to go back to soaking them now. That should get it done faster. There's heaps of copper in there still. I don't want to just waste time. The faster I can get into soaking the barrel, the better it'll be, the quicker it'll end up being. So this thing's clean. that to soak now. Again, I'll catch you back in the next one. Okay, back again. I would put some more patches through there, but I need to go open another pack. It's been roughly 10 minutes. Still getting quite a bit of blue, dark blue too, off of those, off that patch. I don't seem to get this much copper fouling out of the 2506 with those 80 grainers. Don't know. Ooh, shit. So you can't see that. Yeah, you can see it. Almost looks like an air bubble. Oh, that little lens is delaminated somehow. I don't know. It looks weird. It looks like I've splashed solvent on that lens. Just straight up hitting it with some more wet patches. Not even bothering putting 4 or 5 dry ones through it. Just hit it with wet ones. Something I'll have to remember. With these projectiles, you've really got to keep on top of this, on top of the copper build-up. Can you imagine if you sort of didn't, how much it seems to be laying down in there? Well, that wet patch had very little blue on it that time. So maybe we're coming to the end of it. Do one more wet one, and then I'll leave it sit again. I've also sent an email while I was waiting for this last lot of copper solvent. I sent an email to the Beretta Australia distributor, asking them. I was honest. I said it looks like I've splashed cleaning solution on the lens. It could be something wrong with the scope, but it does look like I've splashed cleaning solution on it. Would it be cheaper for me to send it in and get it repaired, or would it simply be cheaper to bin it and buy another scope? The Burris do say they have a forever no questions asked warranty, but if I have splashed something on the lens, that is my fault. It's not their manufacturing defect or anything like that. Anyway, I'll try and pick her up again when this is done. Actually, I won't. I'll stop videoing here. Basically, I'm just going to keep doing this until I get most of that copper out, until there's no more dark blue on the patch. I'll leave it when it's just maybe a faint blue smear or something, but not those heavy long lines down the patch like I've been getting. I won't keep boring you with more cleaning. It's pretty boring as it is. Just wet patch and then wait 10 minutes and then dry patch it out and see how much you've still got in there. But this is the process. I'll maybe do a video on this when that either gets repaired or replaced, whatever ends up happening. Anyway, this is the end of the load development with those 135 grain hollow points. Reasonably accurate. Target I've got over here. Out of, what was it, 5 different seating depths, I had 1, 2, 3 that were under an inch. The best one was 17.3 millimeters centre to centre, whatever that works out to be in inches. Then the next was 21.4 centre to centre. And then the next one along was 22.4 centre to centre. And then I had 2 other groups around 30.4 and 30.3 millimeters centre to centre. So I went with the longest seating depth was the tightest group at the 17.3 millimeter centre to centre. So that's where we'll leave the load development for that, and that's the one that I was sighting in today with the scope. Then I noticed that blob down at 6 o'clock on the, and it turns with the, if you turn the eyepiece lens, it turns with it. So I'm assuming it's either something on the outside, but I can't see any sort of smearing on the lens coating. So I don't know if I have splashed something on it or if it's some defect that's popped up, because when I was mounting the scope in here, I was looking at the wall through it and there was no defect then. It's only when I got out to the range and took the scope cover off and went, holy shit, what's that? What's going on with the scope? That I saw it. So anyway, I'll keep you updated on that when that happens. And I'll have to then sight in again. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one, whenever that is.